I hope you guys are having a wonderful whatever day it is when I end up uploading this video. Today I'm back with another Moom interview with somebody I met who Harmon down to Heidi with more pain if you don't know. And so, Maria, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Maria Ronconi. This is my daughter, Elizabeth. Can you say hi? Say hi. Sorry. There you go. Can you say hi to Aunt? Say hi. Oh, you don't want me to hold you. Okay. Here. You want to sit on my lap? Here. This is Elizabeth Grace.
Nice to meet you. So today we're going to be talking about the BOOST Therapy program. So I will put all the information for the program down here, but if that interests you, stay tuned and turn on subtitles if you need them, because that's why I have them. Oh yeah. So my first question is, can you explain a minute bit about diagnosis Bernie and how it affects her life?
About her diagnosis?
Yep.
Yes. So when I was 19 weeks pregnant, they told me that Elizabeth's brain wasn't forming correctly. And they said that she would have a very poor quality of life, that she would never walk or talk, and that I should have an abortion. And so my husband and I, we are Christian, and she was our first child. So there was just a part of us that knew that we wanted to have her, that regardless of what her life would look like, that we would take care of her and do the best we could to give her the best life possible. Her brain, she has brain abnormalities. Her ventricles are enlarged and her corpus callosum is very, very, very small. And it's affected her balance, her overall development, and she didn't start walking until she was almost 7 years old. And but even now, she's 8, almost 8.5, and she can only walk about maybe 25 to 30 steps, and then she sits herself down. But before she started the conductive education program, she wasn't able to walk at all. Like, her movements were very sporadic and uncontrolled. And the program was able to help her brain connect with her body, which was wonderful. And you see, like, every day how controlled.
Yeah, I have never, my diagnosis is cerebral palsy, you know, but for anyone that's new here and doesn't know, and when I was younger, the doctor told my parents that I would never walk and talk. And my parents were like, well, okay, but they didn't really believe them, you know.
Yeah.
Your parenting instinct that, you know, like it's gonna happen. And what I did, but I never heard of conductive learning therapy, which is why I wanted to do this.
Yeah. And we had a time. You want to go see Dad? Where's Dad? Can you go see Daddy so I can talk to Aunt? Go see Dad. Can you go see Dad? Go see Daddy. Where's Dad? Go find him.
Hey everyone.
Hi. Yeah. Oh, I think you're talking to me. Okay, so you might want to. Sorry, Ann. We have 4.
So my next question is, as a parent, what is your biggest challenge in helping a minimum develop and improve her quality of life?
I think my biggest challenge is being patient and having faith that she is going to achieve great things. Sometimes it's really hard because the progress is so slow,
right?
You know, and it's just like, it took her almost 7 years to walk. And it was just, it's like, I don't see drastic change in her because I see her every day. you know. But then someone, when her grandma comes to visit, her grandma's like, oh my goodness, she's a lot sturdier, she's a lot more controlled, she's more focused, her receptive language is improving. And so people that see her maybe once or twice a year, they see drastic change. But because I see her every day, it's like the change is so slow that it's sometimes really discouraging, you
Right.
know. And so I think that's probably the hardest part, just believing that she is happy sometimes is hard because she doesn't talk, you know. She's learning some sign languages, some sign language signs, and it's like a whole body response that she has, that we're able to understand what she needs and what she wants.
Right.
But sometimes it's just like, are you okay? Like, what can I do? Are you happy? Like, it's just hard because I really wish she could talk to me.
Right. I know I have a lot of my family can't talk, you know, how I know how that is because when I'm trying to communicate with them, because I want to help them too.
Yeah.
So I can understand that how to completely.
Yeah.
And also for me, as somebody with a minimal speech impairment, when people don't understand what I'm saying, it can be very frustrating for me.
It is.
I want to have them understand what I'm saying, but some people can't do it. And they're like, do you want this? And I'm like, no, I want something else. Like, yeah.
Well, Anne, I think you're amazing. I have to tell you that. And I'm so encouraged by you. Thank you for reaching out to me because this is such a blessing.
You're welcome. My next question is, before you tried conductive learning, were there other approaches you tried to in order to help a minimum?
We did. So we tried your regular therapy. We're at Kaiser, so we have Kaiser insurance. And so we took her to physical therapy there. And it was so unproductive because the physical therapist was so focused on like the orthopedic part of it. Like, oh, here are her AFOs, here are her braces. Like one time she had no control of her body and she like strapped her onto a treadmill and just like put her on a harness. And then it's like, okay, let's walk on a treadmill. And it was so unproductive and discouraging because she was screaming the whole time. I stopped going to that physical therapist after this experience because she had no idea how to help Elizabeth. She really didn't. And I feel like a lot of the regular physical therapists through our insurance, all of them, their approach was like, okay, let's kneel for 20 minutes and then let's do this. It's just like, it wasn't helpful. And I felt like it was such a waste of time. And when I met Saskia, who is her teacher at BOOST, which is the program she's in, their whole approach is, okay, because Elizabeth's brain formed differently, there's a disconnect between her brain and her body. So and I can send you videos of Elizabeth before.
And I can put those in the video too.
Yeah. Okay. Because like you would see like her movements were just so uncontrollable. And Saskia's approach was all like, okay, let's teach her body let's teach her brain how to control her body. So it's all muscle memory and it's a lot of repetition. It's a lot about strengthening your core and strengthening your body so that you know how to control it. And then she's been a part of this program now for maybe 2.5 years, and we've seen drastic improvement. Wow,
that's amazing. I know from being an adult with a disability that who did multiple years of therapy, it kind of made that from a point where I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm gonna do my own, fitness routine that I may have biking, doing the treadmill, or that. And I see more improvement doing that than I ever did doing
That's wonderful.
animal therapy.
Yeah.
So, my next question is, Okay. Here we go. Before we hear about what conductive learning did to your daughter, can you tell us how you see? Oh, we already did that. Never mind. I'll move to the one. How do you explain conductive learning to your child? And how did you see a minimal progress over time?
I really feel like the big difference between conductive education and other therapies is just that it really focuses on her brain and how her brain and her body are interconnected. It's not about strengthening her muscles, which I feel like a lot of the other therapists that was like their main focus, like let's strengthen your muscles. Where conductive education is like, okay, let's strengthen your mind and body connection, and so that your brain can control your body the way it's supposed to. Like my brain says, Maria, get up, and I get up. It's like it's interconnected. It's so easy for me to stand up. And everything that comes so easily for most people, Elizabeth has to work like 10 times harder. Like she really, like if you see her walking, she is so focused. She is like, okay, I need to move my legs right and left, right and left. And it's like she can't multitask right now. I feel like one day she will be able to, but
Right.
for right now, it's like when she's walking, that is her focus, and so I just explain it as they're teaching her mind to be in control of her body.
Right. Definitely. Most I know, including myself, often avoid traditional therapy if not done. A minimal annoy conductive learning. Does he actually want to know?
Yes. So the beauty of her program is that most kids go to physical therapy after school or once a week or a couple of times a week. She actually goes to school in this program. So she goes Monday through Friday from 9 to 2:30. She is part of this program. And I would say like 75% of the program is about about physical therapy, how to get her to learn to control her body, but then it's also the academic part. So she gets all of her therapies at school through this program. So she's not just getting the conductive education part, she's also getting her physical therapy on top of that, her adaptive PE, her OT, her speech, and her feeding, which is wonderful.
Yeah, that is wonderful because I feel like, at least for most people I know, I feel like it's kind of a drag to have to have an 8-hour day, learning and homework and all the activities that you have to do in your normal life. And then all you want to do when you get home is, watch YouTube video.
Yeah.
Whatever. But you can't do that because you would have to go to therapy or even sometimes be pulled out of school to
Yep.
go, and then you miss half your day of curriculum learning.
It's true. And we got really blessed because the school district they realized that Elizabeth's focus right now isn't her academics, it's her overall development.
Right.
And so they're paying for the program, they're supporting this program, and we have seen progress in her academics as well, and her language, her receptive language alone in the last year has tripled. Like she understands like 100 times more than she did 2 years ago.
Awesome.
And yeah.
And now all we have to do is make people understand people with disabilities.
Yes.
And we'll be on the right road. Let's see. What advice would you have for parents who might be considering conductive learning? Does it apply only to certain diagnosis or situations?
It's one thing that I'm seeing is that most school districts don't want to pay for it because it's really expensive. So it's really hard to get them to approve the program. They do have a summer camp that I think it goes for a couple of weeks each summer. That's how we found the program. And it was amazing. She learned so much in those 4 weeks that we really wanted to pursue her the program for the rest of the school year. I think that parents have to be really assertive to get into the program. Like, don't give up and don't take no for an answer. Like, if you really believe that this is a program that can help your child, just push for it. And it's definitely possible because we're not the only family that's in the program. There are other families there. So school districts should be able to approve it. You just really have to fight hard to get your child in there.
Definitely not about anything.
Yeah, that's true. And most of the kids in the program do have a CP, and I think that they specialize in that diagnosis. I know.
I think they do. I was reading about it while I was writing the question because I might do research before I interview someone. Obviously.
Yeah.
And I read that somewhere. I forget where I read it, but somewhere I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. And then my last question: how like you would recommend that people who might benefit from the benefit from this definitely try it. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I would recommend this program to anybody. I have a couple of my friends who also have kids with special needs, and especially with Saskia, and I don't know that there are programs like this anywhere else. This was the first program that I heard about, and she's the only teacher that I know that teaches it, and she's here in Petaluma in Northern California. If you're in this area, or if you can get to the summer part of Boost, it is definitely worth it because it's just her approach, her patience, her kindness, and her heart for her students is unlike anything I've ever seen. And she has such a wonderful understanding of the connection between your mind and your body. And every child that she works with has benefited from her program.
Awesome. Yeah. I will put all the information down in the bar underneath. If you didn't know, there was a section bar underneath all my videos with literally everything I talk about in every video. So go down there and test it out. Thank you, Maria, for being on my channel.
Oh, thank you, Anne. And I am so inspired by you. Tell your parents they did an amazing job raising you. You are such an inspiration.
Yeah. So I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. I'm gonna